Now, if we're being real here, is this going to make you as good of a programmer as you would have been 10 years ago when this technology didn't exist and you sort of had to learn it all yourself from scratch, including the recognition and the generative stuff? No, we're not going to be as good at programming or manipulating these lower level constructs as we are now in the future, simply because we don't really need to. Now, the vast majority of the value production in programming will be done for us autonomously using AI. But not all is lost. I want you to think about like the 1950s. Back in the 1950s, programmers used punch cards, aka little cards, little pieces of paper that they programmed literal bits or some sort of low-level machine instruction into. This is your little card. These are all little holes. They would actually feed that into a big computer, okay? They actually fed this stuff into a computer manually, and then that was the job of programming. You know, like 1980s, all right? Like programming was very low-level machine instruction. That was staring at like your black flickering display and then seeing a little blinking green cursor, just like the Matrix, basically, where you had to use some sort of like low-level machine language, not necessarily assembly, but something very close to it. And then you had to be able to write in something that most people nowadays would never be able to understand or see.